Alright, what's going on, guys? We're in the project, aka David_Rivera 1989. This is basically the Rivera vlog. Yes, episode number 3, numero tres. And I'm liking where things are going with these vlogs. I'm very happy that you guys are really enjoying them, so I'm looking to bring it back as often as I can. So this is a random episode, not really talking about too much, but some random ramblings, if you will, on this week's episode. And with that being said, probably going to be talking about a little bit of everything that's been going on, whether it be wrestling and stuff going on with me and whatever have you, and stuff going on in general. So with that being said, I guess I'll start things off with the wrestling, get that out of the way in terms of NXT TakeOver with Chicago, and as well for Backlash for that weekend. And I was able to watch both shows while I was away in Tennessee, and I was out by the Pigeon Forge area, which I'd like to go from time to time. It's been a long time since I've been there. I didn't really get to do the things that I wanted to do. Unfortunately, just basically hanged around, but I'd like to go back there. It's a really nice place. They have the mountains right there, the Great Smoky Mountains, and there's a lot of things to really do besides just going to the mountains and hiking and all that stuff. There is a big tourist attraction there, from anything from, dinner and a show, or, they have like museums and stuff like that. Really cool stuff, and I really like Tennessee. I've seen just about most of it. I would like to go back again sometime, so it's pretty cool. I really like that area, especially in border of between North Carolina and Tennessee, right there in the Smoky Mountains and everything, with the Blue Ridge Parkway. Really cool sights and stuff like that to really see. So if you're into either camping or the tourist attractions and stuff like that out by Dollywood and stuff like that, things seeming a little bit more better, because I know there was a fire there not too long ago, which is crazy and stuff like that. So it sucks on that note on what happened like that. So just to see like my childhood be with that situation, really did suck at the time. But when I came back, it didn't really seem like too much, it wasn't seeming too bad. It seemed a little bit better and stuff like that. So hopefully things will get better. So, fires in itself is never a good thing on top of that. So that is true, and no lie on that. But yeah, I was there for the weekend. I was able to watch NXT TakeOver Chicago, and I think that was probably one of the better shows over the weekend, if you ask me. I did enjoy every single match, literally, from start to finish, and in the end, where we had DIY actually having an unexpected turn of events, where the tag team was able to split, and now we'll see Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano now looking to be in the feud, possibly for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, perhaps. I would expect that to happen there if it doesn't happen on the main NXT show on Wednesday. So there is that. So we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, I actually am getting impressed a little bit more now with Aleister Black. I haven't really seen too much of him, but he's been making his rounds after a while too recently. So it's really cool. I like what he's doing and everything. I like what that Drew McIntyre is back, and I am hoping for him to be in the main event pretty soon and try and get the NXT title. I'm sure he will get it pretty soon. So that would be very cool to see. Maybe see him face Bobby Roode next, maybe at Brooklyn for NXT TakeOver, if that doesn't happen again beforehand too as well. So that's something to look forward to. Now for Backlash, I thought it was pretty good to good in terms of how the show went and everything like that. In the end, yes, out of nowhere, but we kind of in a way saw it coming but wasn't too sure. And that is Don't Hinder Jinder Mahal, yes, the talk of the town. And everyone has been talking about it, so I'm sure most of you already heard about it by now, about Jinder Mahal now being the 50th, out of all people, the 50th WWE champion. That's pretty surprising. I'm actually really happy for him. He's not really my favorite, but what he's doing right now, he's actually making things work with the Bollywood boys and everything, so I'm hearing he might be champion for a good while. I know they have their tour the tour is looking to be in the fall, so for him, and we'll see how long Jinder Mahal can keep it up and everything. They really went all out, especially with the championship celebration at SmackDown Live and everything. So curious to see who's going to be next besides Randy Orton against rematch clause for Money in the Bank, but who will step up and how long Jinder Mahal can remain champion. So I'm actually curious to see how this storyline is really going to be able to come out to play. And Money in the Bank is shaping up to be really good. I like who's in it as of right now. I won't get too far in depth in it, since I kind of want to save that for the Dave and Chris podcast and give our own thoughts, and I'll probably get into more with NXT TakeOver Chicago and Backlash and more full-on in-depth thoughts on how I feel about that. So depending on when the Dave and Chris podcast for episode number 2, numero dos, will be coming about and stuff like that. Maybe for this Sunday, I don't know. Since I might be heading out that way to see Chris, maybe we'll see what happens with that, but that is a possibility. It might not happen and everything like that, but I know next time we're looking to hang out is probably going to be at the Balloon Festival. That's going to be coming up. It's Memorial Day weekend, so not too sure what your guys' plans for the summer is looking like, but I know for me and for Chris, we'll be definitely hanging out in July 21st, for WWE Fayetteville. It's a Raw show this time, which is nice, and it's on a Friday. Pretty rare that the shows are on a Friday, especially for a house show. So the Hardy Boys are definitely going to be there. Bayley, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, people like that. Alexa Bliss, the women's champion, definitely will be there, and a couple others that I know as of right now. So definitely going to be looking forward to that. I got a shirt coming in the mail pretty soon. I'm sure most of you already know. I told a few and everything, so I'm looking to do, yes, a vintage Amazon unboxing, or really unbagging pretty soon. So that's going to be in the works, and you get to see which t-shirt that I did get on that. So that's going to be exciting on how that's going to happen. So looking to do a lot there for that weekend. So that's going to be fun as always, looking to do the usual stick, if you will, but maybe try and do a couple other stuff, especially that I'm doing the vlogs now, so I might try something a little bit different this time around. And recently I was able to be back on Snapchat, give that a chance again, since the first time, after a while it did kind of get old, but I decided to go back on it and give it a chance, because I like the filters and everything. They're really fun, and to try and create a story and stuff. So I'll do something more with that, show more of my personality on that, if you will. So I'm definitely working on that more for sure. So that's going to be pretty exciting, I guess. So if you haven't followed me on Snapchat, definitely I will leave a link for you guys to check that out as well, to get more interactive with me on there. And if you want to have your funny videos and stuff like that and interact back and forth, hey, that's fine with me and everything like that. So with me lately, I'm just getting ready for the summer and everything, trying to make plans. I might go to the beach this year. It's been a long time, whether it be Myrtle Beach or Wilmington, somewhere around there. I think Myrtle Beach is probably one of my favorite beaches, to be honest, and I always enjoyed it, just the scenery and stuff like that. It actually feels like a legit awesome beach, even though it's more popular and stuff like that, since everybody basically goes there, at least one of the favorite beaches and popular beaches and stuff like that. So that'd be an interesting question on that. What is your favorite beach, if you have one, and what are your favorite memories and stuff like that? So that's definitely an interesting topic. And the other ones that I had been to, I believe, Wilmington a long time ago. I know went to the Outer Banks, which is really nice. They had like the sand dunes and stuff like that. That's really cool. You can go hang gliding and stuff like that by the Wright Brothers area too, to see how the planes and the invention of the planes came about and stuff like that. They got the lighthouses and stuff like that. You can go horseback riding. You can go on the four-wheelers and stuff like that. So there's plenty to do out there. It's really nice. And the summer I don't mind, but fall and cooler weather I really do enjoy. That's something that I always have been a big fan of since I was born in September 23rd. So I don't know what I'll be doing for my birthday yet. So that's still quite a ways to go. So we'll see what happens in the plans for September. But right now we're getting into June. So 2017 is going on by and stuff like that. So a little preview on the David Chris show, what I'm looking to have planned, looking to have a special guest. First and foremost on that, I won't reveal who it is as of right now, but that would be in the works. Looking to have at least one guest at a time. So if you two want to be on the show, definitely personal message me and or Chris if you want to, whichever is easier for you, and I'm sure we can work things out. I'm also looking to talk about some video games on there. So that's going to be there. So I could have added it on here, but I decided, it's going to be on the Dave and Chris podcast, so I'll save it for that. Talk more about NXT TakeOver Chicago and Backlash, most likely. So we'll see where that goes and everything. And things for me are looking on up to. I will say that for those of you who are watching on here, I'm basically 2 away from being 50 followers so far. So definitely continue to leave your upvote and the follow, and for YouTube, definitely continue to leave the likes, and if you don't like it, hey, that's fine, it is what it is. Also continue to subscribe and hit the notification bell for all my future videos and content right here on the Fort Minor Project, aka David Rivera channel. So, kind of random ramblings, if you will, on this, but yeah, just thoughts on the summer plans and whatnot, what's looking to be ahead. Definitely WWE Faithful is going to be dope and awesome and badass, so definitely be on the lookout for that, especially for a day in the life video and probably some vlogs, maybe the David Chris podcast and stuff like that. So really cool stuff for videos in the future for the summer. But as far as YouTube goes, trying to keep it light on here, not kind of trying to be on here too much, but when a video does pop up, then we'll see what happens, since I'm trying to take a break on that too much and just be here and there whenever I have something to talk about. And for the promos, I will be actually having that on its actual respected shows, so it'll be fresh, it'll be different, and you can actually wait to see it and stuff like that, instead of just having it on here kind of like spoiled for you and stuff like that. So I'll basically keep those as a surprise. I might have them on VidMe still. It might be a little bit easier for me to put them on VidMe and stuff, so I don't know. But I think I'll give it a break on here too, since that's basically what I've been posting a little bit more. So this is the Rivera blog, if you will, the Rivera blog, yes, episode number 3. So with that being said, what are your plans for this summer? What are you looking into doing? What do you like about it? And what are some of your favorite beaches and stuff like that? And favorite vacation spot in general, doesn't have to be beaches, and it could be anything else really that you like to do during the summer, what you enjoy, what you like out of it, and all that good stuff. So enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I should be back for the Dave and Chris podcast, but to be announced, if you will, on that. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Whenever the hell that next video may be. Until then, catch you later, and for VidMe and everything, and YouTube and everything else, enjoy your weekend.